Look around you. Almost everything you see requires energy. Food, water, heat, air conditioning, communications, the tools we use every day, all of it needs energy, and that energy needs to remain affordable. The good news is nuclear energy, fueled by uranium, provides around-the-clock, efficient, and economic carbon-free green energy. Production with reduced costs and environmental impact. Uranium is a common mineral found in many forms around the world. Extracting uranium economically and environmentally responsibly is extremely important. It is the essential fuel for nuclear power plants. In-Situ Recovery, ISR, offers a minimally intrusive, eco-friendly, and economically viable approach to extracting uranium. It is a technique that uses wellfield technology to remove uranium from underground sources without digging pits, creating tailings, and with the absolute minimum consumption of groundwater. It has been effectively used for nearly 50 years and is now gaining increased attention due to increased environmental impacts and lower costs as the importance of nuclear power is recognized in the global efforts to expand sources of clean energy. What does the process look like? Like all mineral extraction efforts, the first step is finding the uranium. Exploration test holes are drilled to determine if uranium is present. Tests are then performed on samples to look at the potential for the use of ISR to extract uranium. Not all uranium can be extracted with this technology. If the deposit is sandstone hosted and below groundwater, ISR is effective and only used when the groundwater is declared by regulators to be not suitable for human consumption. Once existing conditions are defined and confirmed, baseline environmental studies are conducted in full accord with local, state, and federal requirements. Once regulatory agencies are satisfied that all environmental requirements can be met, approval to extract the uranium may be granted. The ISR process uses injection and production wells to circulate groundwater plus oxygen through the uranium-bearing sandstone formations below the surface. An example of wellfield arrangement is a square 5-spot repeating pattern, but patterns will vary depending on the deposit. In a 5-spot pattern, one production well is surrounded by 4 injection wells. Conditions are established to ensure that the uranium flows to the extraction well, which removes the uranium-bearing water. Flow meters and control valves monitor and control the flow of the oxygenated water within the well field. Each well field is surrounded by monitor wells with additional monitor wells installed directly above and below the well field. This ensures that the uranium-bearing water does not leave the well field. The uranium-bearing water is passed through tanks of ion exchange resin beads. The resin acts like a water softener by removing the uranium from the water, and the water is then returned to the well field. The uranium is then separated from the resin, dried, and then packaged into 55-gallon drums. The entire process to extract uranium from the processing plant takes approximately 72 hours. The cleaned water now is returned to the well field to be used to extract more uranium. The dried uranium, what we call yellowcake, is then sent to a third-party conversion facility for further refinement and handling. This shipment is conducted under extremely regulated conditions for maximum safety, with each 55-gallon steel drum weighing a minimum of 700 pounds. This shipment completes the first step necessary to create the nuclear energy which presently provides the United States with 20% of its current electricity needs. Now, back to the well field to complete the restoration and reclamation process. The uranium extraction process in the well field is complete. Reclamation begins immediately to return the water and the land to its original category. These predetermined reclamation goals and requirements are specified and inspected by the regulatory authorities. Once the reclamation of the water and the land is approved, the wells are permanently plugged and capped. Surface disturbances, which are minimal, are reclaimed, and a regulatory-approved seed mix and saved topsoil reestablishes vegetation. The groundwater and land surfaces are now once again returned as suitable as they were before for all their former uses. In the United States, every aspect of the nuclear energy industry, including an ISR wellfield and processing plant, operate under the most stringent environmental, health, and safety regulations in the world. Encore Energy Corp., America's clean energy company, provides the necessary fuel to power our homes, creating jobs and economic benefits while using the safest responsible technology to fuel the future.